Okay, y'all. Welcome to Hard Body Training. We in the Hard Body Zone, and today I got J BarGod. And J Bar, introduce yourself. Tell us what you about over there.
What's up, y'all? My name is Jason Cull, aka J The BarGod. I started this channel recently. I'm from St. Paul, Minnesota, the Midwest.
That's what's
And
up. That's just,
yeah.
yeah. Everybody already know that I'm over here in New York City representing
Yes, sir.
worldwide.
Yes, sir. NYC be killing it in the calisthenics game.
So let's get this started, man. Tell us what sport did you play growing up?
Growing up, I played soccer was the only sport that I played like officially. But in the neighborhood, we were playing baseball all the time and football and hockey at the ice rink. I was known for knocking people out at the ice rink. That's why I like hockey the best because you could throw them hands, you know.
Yeah, I
But
got you.
officially, soccer was the only sport that I played officially. So,
All right, you was good at it. You was busting
yeah,
ass.
yeah, I was good, man. I was good. I was like the John Stockton of soccer, you know.
All
I had
right,
a lot of assists, you know.
I got you.
I wasn't hogging the ball, you know.
I'm the opposite in basketball. I want to
You do,
take
don't
all
you?
this. Yeah, but I'm efficient, so I make a lot of baskets.
Yeah. I seen your shot. It looked good. You got that
All right.
jumper.
Yeah, man. So briefly, tell us about your childhood. If you grew up with both parents and etc.
All right. Yeah, so my whole family's from the east side of St. Paul, so that's a huge part of my life is the east side. But I grew up in Eagan, which is the south side of St. Paul. I'm basically in between Minneapolis and St. Paul. You know, I'm right by the Mall of America. I grew up half a mile from the Mall of America, which is Bloomington. That's just right across the river from Eagan. And I grew up with both parents, and I had a good childhood. You know, everything went real smooth till I turned about 15, 14, 15. But yeah, I had a good childhood, man. I love the neighborhood I grew up in. There was so many kids in my neighborhood that were my age. It was crazy. You know, there were so many of us, man. We even started a little gang called Egan Mafia, and we were always on the news and stuff. We went crazy. We were known around the Twin Cities.
Here,
Yes,
here,
sir.
in, here in New York City, in the mid '90s when I was growing up, teenager, 15 years old,
Yeah.
it was no Bloods and Crips over here yet. It was just
Okay.
like it was basically blocks, like my block, my
Yep.
projects versus your projects.
That's what I
So
always heard about New York. You know, even though I'm from Minnesota, I know basically everything about Cali and New York and all that. You know,
yeah,
we always knew that it went by weights. You know, and I never really did calisthenics, never really did body weight stuff. Besides when I was locked up, then I did push-ups every day. You know, 500 to 1,000 push-ups every day when I was locked up. But but yeah, man, I would recommend jogging, a lot of cardio. You know what I mean? But the I'm obsessed with the calisthenics now. You know, pull-ups, dips, push-ups. I love it, man. It makes you light on your feet. I feel like it
mhm.
makes you look good at everything. You know, because there's a lot of people that can bench 3, 4, 5, 600 pounds. You know, and they can't do one pull-up. You know, so I like to master my own body weight because that's what this life's about, man. Is your body, man. It's what carries your mind. You know, so make your body strong so you can just fly around. You know, and light
me,
on your
me,
feet.
me on the come up. I was a weight guy myself.
Yeah.
I used to do calisthenics because in the early 2000s was when it started blowing up with the bartenders and all that here in New York City. So I was doing it, but I was mainly focused on weightlifting, and that's how
Okay.
I got the name hard body. Because when you lift weights, you get hard, you get chiseled.
Yes, sir.
So tell us a little bit more about growing up in your neighborhood. Like, did you got in trouble a lot? You stood out of trouble? What was that about?
Yeah, man. A lot of fighting, man. We went crazy. We went crazy. It's I've been through so many fights. It's hard for me to even remember a lot of stuff, man. I got jumped like 10 years ago, and I got kicked in the head so many times. I had a brain injury, so it's real hard for me to remember a lot of stuff.
How
But
many
we
how
went
many
crazy,
times did
man.
you get?
We went
How
crazy.
many times did you get jumped?
Jumped probably five. That I think five, about 5 or 10. you know, somewhere around there. I got jumped. I got jumped by like 20 Asian Bloods. I don't know if you saw that video.
I saw it. I saw it. I
Yeah,
saw.
yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. I was walking down the street in my neighborhood. So there's two roads. There's like Silver Bell and then Gold Trail that goes like this. And the Asian Bloods hung out at the bowling alley at the bottom. So I just had to get down and then take a right to get to McDonald's. McDonald's was only like a block or two away, but they caught me slipping right there at the bowling alley, and they ran up on me and they were speaking the Cambodian, you know.
Yeah.
And I heard them say my name, you know. That's the only thing in English I heard, and that's when I knew I was in trouble because one of the dudes recognized me. And I grew up chilling with his sister. I ate dinner at their house and everything, and he's the one that called me out. And then they rushed me, and they whooped my butt, man, whooped my ass. But and all the hardest part was all my friends were a block away. There was like 50 of them down there, but they just were just like 100 feet too far to not see what was going on. You know,
Yeah.
otherwise I would have been all right. But yeah, probably 5 times.
Yeah. I got jumped like 3 times.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. I ran away from one of them and still got caught, right? So I
yeah,
realized that I was so tired. So for the next two, I didn't run away. I stood my ground and just fought it out. Because if you run away and get
yeah,
caught, then now you tired, and then that's
yeah,
like the worst. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I
yeah.
learned
Better just stay there and
and
kill
fight,
the
duke it
man.
out. Yeah,
Yes, sir. Maybe try to take one out.
yeah. Try to blast one or two of them out. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yeah, you're
They,
a big dude. I'm sure you could knock a few down.
do you do you have any children? How many children do you have?
I got two kids, man. My daughter is 22 and my son is 17. I started early. My daughter was born on Christmas Eve in '98. I think I was 17, and I'm still with the mom today, Mindy, my wife.
Okay,
So,
I got my first child the same age as you. You know,
oh
but
yeah,
for my daughter's 23. Her birthday's in March,
okay,
and so she just turned 23. Your daughter's birthday's coming up this year, right?
yep, yep. Should be 23. Yeah, yep.
When
Yeah, man.
which
I
month?
enjoyed having kids young. You know, it was fun because I was like a kid myself, man. So I was always playing with them, and we had a lot of fun, man. It was I loved it. You know, all my friends loved the fact that I had kids. You know, people would always come to our house. Our spot was always the spot where stuff would go down. You know.
Yeah. So you consider yourself a family man?
Oh
You
yeah,
got
yeah, man. Yeah, like as I got older, I figured out, man, that friends are nothing but trouble, man. My circle now is that big. You know what I mean?
yeah. Very
Yeah,
small,
I'm
very
a family
small.
man, bro. That's it. That's it.
M-
I
My
got a few. You're lucky in life if you have 5 real friends. You know, real friends.
mm-hmm.
Because friends are nothing but trouble, man. You figure that out as you get older.
Yeah, my dad always tell me your friends is them dollar bills in your pocket.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's what because nobody want to hang out with you when you broke, you know?
yeah,
So
yeah. That's true. That's true. Your dad was right.
now let us know what made you start the YouTube channel, and then you could tell us what led to you starting the YouTube channel.
All right. So, well, let's bring it back. So, I worked at a Ford plant for like 12 years in St. Paul, like kind of like Eminem and 8 Mile. You know,
Hmm.
it's like the same type of deal, man. We built the trucks for. You remember the show Baywatch?
Yeah, I
Remember
agree.
the
I
trucks they
watched
were
it.
driving? Remember the trucks they were driving on the beach? Them were Ford Rangers, and we built them in St. Paul. So like Baywatch, all the people came from that show. They came to our Ford plant. You know, it
Hmm.
was pretty cool. So I worked there for 12 years, but they shut down in 2012. They closed it. So then I went to school and became a plumber, and then with plumbing, I have the free time now because I work for myself, you know, so I have a lot more time on my hands. So that's when I decided to start a channel. But I was also fighting addiction for 15 years too during all that, the Ford plant, the plumbing, all that stuff, man, with opiates, you know, painkillers and H too. So at the end. But so I was always sick, you know, basically every day I was sick, you know, because you're sick until you get more. You know what I mean? So every
Yeah.
day is just painful. So I'd be laying around in the bath, just aching and hurting. And I started finding the calisthenic stuff, man. You guys, you know, out in New York City, getting it in, you know, and I would lay there sick, man, just wanting to change my life. It made me want to get better and to start training. So that's what I did. I put the opiates down like 9 months ago. I was sick for 2 months. It was the hardest thing in the world. It was. I would
So
rather do 5 years in prison than be dope sick for a week. That's how hard it is, truthfully. So that's what made me want to start the channel. So I got clean, got off the opiates, and started doing. I started with pull-ups, dips, push-ups, you know, and I had to inch my way up. You know, like when I first tried to do a pull-up, I don't really remember if I could even do one, but I inched my way up with scapula shrugs and dead hangs and jumping negatives and stuff like that. And slowly
mhm.
it just got easier and easier, you know, and now I'm banging out sets at 20. So, I mean, if anyone out there starting, don't lose hope, stay focused and you'll get there,
You
you
got to
know?
start off. You got to start off with one before you could do 10, 20. You know, you got to start.
Right. Yeah, you got to be patient, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people they wouldn't be able to do one and they'd probably just quit and be like, I'm just gonna lift weights, you know? Because who wants to do scapula shrugs for 2 months and jumping negatives just to be able to do one, you know? But if
Hmm.
you stay patient, you'll get there, you know? So stay patient, keep pushing, you get stronger and stronger by the day.
Yeah, man, you do. You looking good over there. Like I see
Thanks,
that
man.
you working hard.
Yeah,
So you know you basically started doing calisthenics like 9 months ago,
yeah,
like
yeah.
consistently.
Yep. And that's what I like about the YouTube channel is it keeps me in check, you know, because without it, because when you recording yourself and you know you got to push videos out, you're gonna work twice as hard. When you agree,
It,
when the camera's rolling, you're gonna
uh,
work
it,
hard. You know what I
you
mean?
get
Without the
you
channel, you have nothing holding you accountable. So that's
you
what I
get
love most about.
you get that 10% strength when the camera's on, like they say, right?
Yes, sir. I don't know
Yeah,
if these guns look good through that angle, but no.
yeah. You looking good. You looking good.
Thanks, brother.
Hey,
Appreciate it.
hey, I noticed on Instagram that you into cooking. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, when my daughter was young, we watched the Food Channel every day for like 4 years straight, man. Emerald, you know, Emerald and all them. Yep. So
I like the food channel.
yeah,
Some
man.
good shows on that.
Yeah, when you watch it every day, it's almost like going to college for cooking. You know, you learn
Yeah.
so much, and I'm obsessed with cooking, man. When I start cooking, I'm living in the moment for sure. That puts me in the moment as much as calisthenics does. You know, I love it, man.
You
I made
learn
some
all.
chicken the other day, bro. Oh man, dude, I used to have my homies from the east side from the Ford plant come over, and they would always tell me, "Bro, you cook the best chicken in the world." I always knew my skills are top notch, bro.
Chicken is my specialty. You know,
Is it?
that's yeah because
Oh,
I
bro,
don't
I
cook.
make this marinade, man. That's just, oh man, the chicken
Yeah,
tastes like something you never had. You know,
I gotta try it, man, because chicken's
I
my
see.
favorite.
Yeah, I
They,
see you and your pops doing it the other day.
yeah,
Cooking some
they call me the chicken master over here. Because
chicken master.
that's
I'm the
all I
chicken
cook.
master of Minnesota. So
Yeah,
we'll have to compete one day.
yeah. So you know, is there anything else you want the people to know about yourself? You know, like have you ever been to prison, anything like that?
Yeah, yeah. I got sent up north back when I was 20. So my boys wanted to go up to St. Cloud. It's a big college town, and that's where the prison is too. You know. So they wanted to go up there and party, hit the college parties and stuff. So me and my girl were fighting that day. My wife, I don't think she wanted me to go or whatever. But so I went up there already in a bad mood. There was 5 of us. And we had a meeting spot planned out just in case we got separated. We were going to meet at the Perkins downtown St. Cloud at 2 a.m. So there was two of me and my friend Jer, the Jamie and them other dudes. They were separated from us. So it was me and another dude. We're walking down the street right towards Perkins, probably like 200 yards from it. And I yelled over to this party. I was like, "Hey man, y'all got a keg?" And they started swearing at me and stuff. I don't want to say the words that they were saying and stuff. You know, F you. You know,
Yeah,
blah 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 blah
MF.
blah. You know, and so
Yeah.
I yelled back, and then and then they started running after us. It was like 6 people running after us. So we were kind of just kept walking. And I told my boy, I'm like, yo, dude, they're like 100 feet behind us. He's like, oh shit, you know. And then we just kept walking. I'm like, 40 feet. I'm like 20 feet. So we turned around. Right when I turned around, one of the dudes came up and kicked me in the nuts instantly. And I dropped to the ground, and they started kicking me in the head, and I was bleeding. And then as I looked up to him, I said, man, I said, y'all just made a huge mistake. I said, you don't know who I am. I said, we're coming back. And they were like, yeah, right. And then they ran back to the house. So we get to Perkins, and we walk in, and there's 100 people in there. It was crazy. It was packed. We walk in, and the whole place, it was like the music just stopped, and they all looked at me because I was bleeding. Some doctor comes running up, and he's like, yo, you got a broken wrist. He starts touching my hand. I'm like, ah, you know. So he told me I had a broken wrist. He knew that right away somehow. And then my friends see me, and they were like, what happened, bro? What happened? And I quick told them, and next thing you know, we're running to the house. We didn't talk. We didn't say a word to each other. We ran to that house as fast as we could. And on the way to that house, one of my boys grabbed an ashtray from out front of a bar, you know, that pan, like frisbee shape. Ashtray, grab one of them. We get to the house. There's like 10 wood stairs that go up to the front door. We run up, and one of my friends, Ryan, kicked the door, and instantly the door fell off the hinges, like boom. And like the smoke came, the dirt came, dust came up from the ground. You know? It was like some cartoon shit. It was crazy. So we started running in, and we're getting hit in the head with broomsticks by the girls and everything. But there was like 100 people in this party. There was 5 of us. We started grabbing people, and I grabbed the dude that was kicked me in the balls, and I threw him down the 10 wood steps. And then I went down, and like I said, I already went up there in a bad mood. Me and my girl were fighting, and I used to get like crushed when we were fighting, you know. So I went crazy. I blacked out, and I hurt this dude really bad. You know, he was in the hospital for a year. He had to get 300 staples in his head. And my friend took that frisbee thing, because we threw like 4 people down them stairs. And one of my friends threw that ashtray like a frisbee, and it stuck in the dude's head. I've never seen anything like it. It split. I could see his brain. It split his head open.
Yeah.
So there was, like I said, there's 5 of us, you know, that's it. And they couldn't hang with us, you know. It was crazy. People were screaming off their decks, man. They were like, we're calling the police. And we just kept going and going and going, you know. And then some big college football players were walking down the path, and they came up, and they were like 6'6". They were giants. And they were like, what the hell are y'all doing? And my friend, my little Cambodian homie, jumps up and hits one of them in the face. And the dude just was like it was nothing, like it was a fly, you know. And he hit my dude, my friend's knees buckled, and he hits the ground. And then now I see the police coming, and I grab my friend and I lift him up, and everyone ran. Okay, these people started running behind the house, and then one of my friends, Ryan, was hiding behind a car, and I had nowhere to go because I was the last one. So the cops are like 100 feet from the house now, and I was full of blood from the other dude. Now I'm full of his blood all over. My white shirt didn't have a speck of white on it, even on the back, it was red. And I'm not proud of this at all. I'm just keeping it real and telling the truth on what happened. But anyway, so I had nowhere to run. So I run out to the path, and I start dancing like this, you know, trying to act like I'm just you know? And it worked. Even with all the blood on me, the cops drove right past me because I was smart, bro. If I wouldn't have been doing them dances, they would have ran up on me and got me instantly, you know. So my dancing made them think I had nothing to do with it. They drove right past me. Then I started booking. We met back at that Perkins, and now we all mob up in the car. There's 4 of us now. One of my dudes was left behind. So now we're driving. We pass the scene, and we see him getting arrested. We're like, oh shit! And then we made it all the way back home. I go home. I go to bed. Oh, I threw the clothes in the washer. You know that part with the ketchup. You know, my mom said, Jay, what was that? What is this? And I was like, it's ketchup, Mom. She's like, what do you do? You know, and then we were on the news for this, and in the newspaper it said 1 person caught, 4 still at large. I knew we were done for. So we were looking at 20 to life in prison. But this was my first fighting offense. It wasn't my first fight. It was probably my 200th fight, probably, honestly.
Did you guys got charged for like a gang attack because it was five of
Yeah,
y'all?
they were calling us a mob. My girl was crying so hard in court because they were like, these fools are a mafia. They're a mob. They're, they knew who we were. They were like, they're from the cities. They're crazy. They wanted to lock us down for a long time because first degree burglary alone is like 10 years minimum. We had first degree burglary because that's going in a house and committing a crime while people are there. We did that. We broke the door down and went in there and brought people outside.
Yeah, but you guys didn't rob anybody.
But no, it's if you go in a house and like beat up a family, let's say, that's first degree burglary.
All
That's
right.
we went in and beat people up out of the home, took them out the home. That's a bad charge. And then we had the first degree assault because it was planned because I got jumped first, so they got in no trouble. I didn't snitch anyway. I was like, whatever, man. But them jumping me, they didn't care about that. They were like, whatever, man. They were mad that we went back because they called it retaliation. That's first degree assault. And then second degree assault is with a deadly weapon because my friend used that ashtray. Third degree assault is with bodily harm. So we're looking at honestly life, 20 minimum to life. But it was my first offense. I got a good lawyer and I ended up just getting a year a day and had to go up north. It was crazy.
So you lucked out right there, big time.
Very lucky. They said if I got in one fight, like after I got locked up and all that and did my time, I would have got 6 years instantly.
They gave you like 5, 6 years from probation or whatever you call
Yeah,
it when you got out.
exactly. Yep. And I was and it was I forget the correct terminology for it, but but if you get in another like violent crime,
If you get in trouble.
Right. And when I got out, I didn't learn at all. I got in a lot more fights and stuff. I didn't learn nothing from that.
So you ended up doing more time after that 1 year? You did more time or just that 1 year?
That was it. That was it. I never thought I was even going to leave. You know what I mean? When I was locked down, because even in there, I got in a lot of trouble. There was this dude in there that got caught with like 2 ounces of blow, and everyone was saying he was a snitch. And me and him got in an argument in there, and I dipped the broom, and I had a broom, and there was a cheese sauce spilled on the ground. I dipped the broom in it, and I smacked him in the face with it, and cheese went up in his nose and in his eyes and stuff. And I was like, oh, and he said he was gonna tell on me, so I was like, man, I'm never getting out of here. I thought I was gonna be in there forever. But yeah, man. So basically, I was a loose cannon, because. In the 90s, bro, we all thought we were gangsters, man. No matter what state you were from, you thought you were the biggest gangster ever. Like in my neighborhood, we had shotgun crips, GDs. There were a lot of people from Chicago living in Minnesota,
It was to me it was the music. We all got bamboozled listening to the rap music,
right?
Thinking that's the way to be. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So if you live long enough like that, that's who you are. I still got to fight that every day. I'm 40 years old, and if somebody pushes me somewhere, I got to fight my hardest to not just snap. So I still have to work on that. That's a fact.
We gotta learn how to walk away, man.
Yeah. I'm a real tense person, man. Like it's really easy for me to get upset.
Yeah, because when you feel disrespected, you gotta, as men, we gotta handle it. We gotta check the fool that's disrespecting us
right away.
But we're grown now, so we gotta realize there's consequences.
Yeah.
For your actions,
Yeah, man. It's fighting. I don't recommend it at all, man. I wish everyone would just get along. No fighting. It's stupid.
You want to tell us how you got into music a little bit, because I know you rap and you was doing your music thing.
Yeah, I started writing. I fell in love with writing when I was like 15. It was before like Eminem even came out and stuff like that. I fell in love with writing, so that's what I did every day was write. Like when I was locked up north too, man, I rapped to everybody that was locked up with me, man. Every day they'd make me rap. I'd get up on the laundry machine and just snapping. I had the whole place watching. It was like a concert. So yeah, I fell in love with writing. That's all I did was write. I ended up recording like 10 albums. I did music with Johnny P, and rest in peace, Johnny P. He's the one from the song "Smile" with Tupac and Scarface.
Mm-hmm. That's a famous song. That's a famous song. Everybody knows that.
Probably top 10 famous rap songs.
Mm-hmm.
And he was at my crib, man, with Do or Die, because when they were in town, the promoter of the show told them that they should make a track with me. So I got a phone call, and it was Below Zero from Do or Die, and I could tell from his voice too. I was like, what? I was like, this is crazy. And they were trying to get me to go to the north side of Minneapolis to the studio. But I was like, no, man, y'all got to come here. So they ended up coming over to my house, and we made a song called Timeout. I got that on SoundCloud. If anyone wants to check that out, it's Dynamic. It was my rap name. It's spelled Dienamikk. I had to add a K at the end because so there's two Ks at the end because this dude hit me up and said he was going to sue me because he was Dynamic from Arizona and he would copyrighted the name in 2007 or something like that. So I
All
had to
right.
add a K at the end. So, but yeah, man. So I love rap music. I love writing. I'm very lyrical. If I My lyrics are honestly, man, I could do a track with Nas, Jay-Z. I swear to God, I don't even mean to sound cocky. I could though. That's how my lyrics are that good.
You
I
could hold your own. You could hold
Yeah,
your
I
own
got
with the.
bars, bro. I got crazy bars, man. Crazy, crazy bars.
Yeah.
But my voice, it's not perfect, man.
Yeah.
That's
Check out his music. Check out his music. I've heard some of the tracks.
yeah,
Boy, he got skills.
snapping, huh?
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Thanks, bro. Yeah, I
Yeah.
fell in love with that, man. Writing and recording, like that's like I did that for probably 80% of my time for a lot of years.
When growing up, I used to rap a little bit too and write
Yeah.
lyrics like from like the age of 17 to 20. But
Okay.
then I outgrew it,
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
could hold my own in a freestyle. Like, I can still to this day, if the beat is dope
Yeah.
and you know how it is,
Yeah.
got a build two in me. I could spit. You know what I'm saying?
Should we freestyle right now?
Man, next time, don't put me on the spot.
Let's do a freestyle
Nah,
episode. That'd be
yeah.
dope. That'd be dope.
Hmm.
I can definitely snap. I still write every once in a while, but I slowed down like probably like 8 years ago. I slowed down. Now
Yeah,
it's just working out.
I used to smoke weed myself for like over 20 years,
Yeah.
and I recently quit.
Okay.
So I'm
Good job.
sober. I'm drug free,
Yeah.
and I practically don't even consume alcohol either.
Nice. Good for you, brother.
Yeah,
Good for you. Yeah, I
yeah.
stopped drinking. That I was a bad alcoholic, man. I'd get in a fight every time I drank. So that's why
Yeah.
thank God I put the liquor down like 10 years ago. So I
I'm
do
proud.
I do smoke a little CBDs here and there. I like
Yeah.
CBD because it gets you an appetite and relaxes you a little bit, but you don't
Hmm.
get the head high, you know. So it's like
I'm
it's basically it's better than ibuprofen and all that, Ibuprofen will tear
yeah.
your liver up.
I'm
CBDs.
proud. I'm proud of you, Jay, man. Keep it up, man.
Thank
You
you, man.
got people watching you,
Thanks,
and so
brother.
you're motivating people with your story.
Yeah.
Keep it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, man. I want everyone to know, man, and no matter what you're going through, you can make it out the other side. Because like within 1 year, I lost my job at the Ford plant. I was a drug addict. I was doing H, everyone knows what that is. I was My house got hit by lightning, and me and my kids were with my mom that night. It was me and my wife were there. We grabbed our Rottweiler and ran outside in our underwear and watched our house burn to the ground. Lightning hit a tree, which hit a gas line and sent a spark down and blew up 3 houses. It blew up our gas meters. I woke up to a boom, and I fell back asleep. Luckily, my wife heard the firefighters knocking on our door. She came and woke us. We got in an argument, or no, we were divorced at that time because I got divorced in that year too, and we're back
Hmm.
together now. But so luckily, she came and woke me up. By the time she woke me up, the whole room was so full of smoke you couldn't even see 2 feet. And
How many years ago was this?
this was like 5 years ago. So we barely made it out with our dog. Our cat died. We barely made it out with our dog. Watched our house burn to the ground, and we were homeless for a year. And nobody would take our dog, our beautiful Rottweiler. So no one, our house burned to the ground, and nobody would take our dog. Can you believe that? Like, man, can anyone help us for a minute? And
Yeah.
he missed us so much that he got skinny, and he died. And then the same day he died, my best friend, my dad's neighbor, Jeff. had killed himself, so I had to go to his funeral and put my dog down, and my kids were on my dog's back as they shot him up with the drug that puts him down, you know.
Yeah.
So I had all
Most
that
like,
I went through in one day, and it
did
just
you
all that stuff I went through, and I made it out the other side, man. I'm here, I'm happy, you know, life's good. So no matter what you're going through, you'll make it
you
out the other side. Just
you,
keep.
you know what's crazy, Jay? I survived the fire myself also.
Oh yeah,
And in 1999, the whole brownstone burned, and I was practically homeless for 2 years also.
really? Wow,
Yeah,
that's great.
yes. My dad moved in with my sister,
Yeah,
but you know me, I was like a player. My sister was married with her husband and kid and my father, so
okay.
I was smoking weed and trying to get as many girls as I can. So I
Yeah,
didn't move in with them. I was moving in with friends and stuff.
okay.
So I was homeless for like 2 years, and then when they fixed the apartment back up, me and my dad went back to that apartment.
Oh
But
wow,
this was in 1999. I was 19 years old, and
wow.
we didn't get it back to 2001. And I was gonna ask you,
Yeah.
did the Red Cross assist you guys during that time?
They put me
When
in a hotel for one day.
that's yeah. So they put me and my dad
That
in a
was it.
hotel for a full year. For a
Oh
full
yeah,
year, they
wow.
did, and they also and they gave us $40 vouchers each.
Really?
$40. Yeah, that's all they
Total
gave us.
a day?
No, just once. One
Huh.
$40 voucher. That's wanted to
Wow.
see it, like,
Damn.
yeah.
That's like a
So
pack
they
of cigarettes and something to eat.
yeah, so they hooked you guys only for one day at the hotel, and
One
that's
day.
it.
Yeah, that was it. And then I was sleeping on floors. I even had to sleep outside a few times. It's crazy because you think when your house burned down, you think like your family, like people would step up and like want to help you, you know.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah,
you
we
know,
survived that, man.
me and my kids
You
were sleeping on a hard ass floor. It was tough, very tough. But we pulled it, we
man.
made it out the other side, man. And now I live in this nice crib here. There's like a lake. I can see the lake right here out this window. It's beautiful. People love coming over here to jog around it. There's always activity around my neighborhood, and that keeps you motivated too. Because you look
How
out.
big? How big is the lake going around? Is it like 2 miles?
It's
One.
1.4 miles.
All right, so that's pretty big. That's pretty big.
Yeah, I used to jog
1.4.
it. I used to love jogging when it was in the winter. I love jogging when it was like super cold. Like I don't know why, but one day my lung popped. I heard it pop, and I like it was messed up for like 2 months. I didn't even go to the hospital or nothing, but I had a lung collapse from jogging,
Wow.
so I had to stop jogging. So
You
now,
was pushing yourself that hard that your lungs just gave out.
yeah, well, I smoked for a lot of years, so that didn't help.
That's why I quit smoking, man. Like once I started this fitness journey,
Yeah,
like I turned my channel from a basketball channel to fitness in the last 8 months, and I was still smoking weed. So back in December, this is like what 5 6 months ago now. I
okay,
finally said enough is enough, and I quit smoking.
nice man. That's
Yeah.
huge. That's
So I
huge.
did it. I did it cold turkey.
Yeah,
Smoked for 20 years, and then cold turkey
how was
said enough is
how was
enough.
that? Was that tough?
And I was actually a lot easier than I expected.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
cheat
It's so
days,
mental.
nothing.
It's so
It's
mental. Like
everything is mental.
when I got locked up right away, like in the jail part, like because we had to go to jail first, I'm looking out the window and I see the smoke booth was right there. So I'd watch people smoke. It drove me crazy for a few days, but when you know you can't have a cigarette, there's like no withdrawals or nothing because it's all mental.
Yeah, so you were clean for that year that when you was locked up. You didn't have any relapses
Right.
in there,
Right.
like with
Well,
the drugs.
yeah. Somebody has snuck some painkillers in there once, so that's all
Uh,
I did one time.
all right, all right. So pretty much. But then when you got out, you went back to the BS and
Right away, bro.
yeah,
I grabbed a 12 pack of Heineken on the way home, and I had gotten a fight that night. This dude, we were wrestling, and then I got him to the ground. He started kicking me in the face, up kicking me, from the
yeah.
ground. And so I kicked back once, and I in his head hit the cement, and he was out for an hour. I was
Wow.
laying on the ground next to him, crying for an hour because I thought he was dead. He wouldn't wake up. I was bawling my head off. I was like, I'm done for that. I'm getting life again. I just got out, you know. Crazy, bro. No, I
Yeah.
never, I just couldn't learn my lesson no matter what.
All right. We all want you to stay out of trouble now, man.
Oh yeah, the trouble's
Yeah.
done. I finally did
Yeah.
learn my lesson from the house burning down and just the addiction and all that for so long. I just got so wore out, you know, and I wanted to change. Now I'm J the BarGod, man, banging out pull-ups on the daily.
Yeah, man. We want to
Getting
see
that
a
money.
30. We want to see 30 clips. You know what I'm saying? You
30
got
clips.
to. Yeah,
I
like
got this.
I got. Yeah, I'm working on my 30 clips. So you
Yeah,
know that's the thing about calisthenics. You always want to do more and more and
right.
more. You know.
Yep.
I'm actually working on 100 clip push-up.
Okay. Oh,
So,
one rep.
yeah, unbroken. Yeah,
Yeah.
unbroken. So that's
Oh,
tough. So I'm working on that.
I'm a
You
real
know,
tough man. The
you want
chest
to
was
what?
burning at like
Let
50.
me let me tell you what I'm doing to get that. So
Okay.
what I do is I tie up a resistance band to
Yeah.
the parallel bar. All
Okay.
right. So
Yeah.
you know where you do the dips at. So I tie the resistance band over and over and over. So it only hangs a little bit. Then I put my torso in it.
Okay.
So when I do the push up, it assists me coming up.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I'm doing that, and I still can't bang out 100 even with the assistance.
Yeah.
But when I finally get that 100,
Yep.
then I could move to like doing on the elevated, like against the wall, 100 against the wall, and then like 100 against the couch till I finally get to the floor level. So it's
Gotcha.
progression,
And you can slowly
progression.
loosen up that band too, right?
Yeah,
So it's
yeah, that's yeah, less assistance. Yeah, there you go.
right on.
So
Yeah.
so
That's
Jay,
like I'm practicing the plank right now, where you grab the bar like this and then you bring your feet up through and now you're upside down. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Not
that's called the plank.
not the plank like this, but the upside down plank. You know what I'm saying? Where
With
you
your
bring your
back.
feet, you do your back flip kind of, you know.
Yeah,
You bring your
yeah,
feet up through the bar, you know. Now you're
yeah.
upside down. You know what I
I
mean?
got you.
So yeah, I'm practicing that.
So your stomach is down instead of facing up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Exactly. So like I can do it, and I get down to like I slowly get to about here, but then my body just drops. I can't hold it.
Yeah.
So that's where the band will come in handy. So I got to start trying to use that band. It takes a lot of core strength, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
a lot.
The band is your best friend, man. The band is your best friend.
Yeah, yeah, man. I try to. I'm gonna try to do that. Try to use the band, like you said, and get them abs to just strengthen up and hold it flat, and then
Mm-hmm.
ditch the resistant band one day. And
So Jay, before I let you go, because you know we're almost 40 minutes. Any future plans you got coming up for the channel? Anything
um,
for us to look out for?
well, I got the scenic pull up thing going on. You know, where I do pull ups in the trees and all that stuff. I risk my life for you guys to give you that good content. You know, I'm doing the pull ups every day right now, which is pretty crazy. So I'm
Yeah,
excited
yeah.
for 30 day to show people what happens from day 1 to 30 because my wings are growing like crazy, man. Every day
You,
they're growing.
you should
So
add,
by the end, huh?
you should add dips to that, pull-ups and dips. That'll
Yeah,
transform you even faster.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I throw
man.
the dips in. I usually do dips on chest day, but yeah, yeah,
Uh,
that's a good superset to do the pull ups and
yeah,
dips.
superset.
Yes, sir. But yeah,
And,
man. Other than
and
that, I had talked to Sean G about coming out to New York. You know what I mean? So I was thinking about coming out to NYC, bro, this summer. I might
if you pull
try
up,
to do it.
you know we're gonna link up. You
Do
know.
some collabs. Yeah, well, I would like to do one with you, with Sean G, with Semi. You know, I talk to Semi every once in a while. He's a cool cat. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, you know, I feel like
You
I'm
look.
tied into the New York City calisthenics a little bit, even though I'm
Yeah.
way up in Minnesota. We don't have
Mm-hmm.
no pull up. There's only like 3 spots where there's calisthenics pull up bars in the whole
Yeah.
county. There's
In the whole
two.
county.
There's
Yeah.
one. I mean, 2 in Minneapolis. There's none in St. Paul. There's one in Egan, and then one in like Newport or something like that. So I think there's 4 in the whole Twin Cities. I met a dude that was driving an hour from his crib down to Minneapolis at Lake Hiawatha one to them bars because that's how far
Yeah.
you go just to get to the calisthenics bar. They got
That
a pull
shows. That shows you like when you dedicate it, how like the guy drives a whole hour one way just to get it in. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Hmm.
So,
Calisthenics is addicting, bro. I'd walk 10 miles if I had to do pull-ups.
yeah, man.
You know?
And bless us with your music, man, because you got a lot of talent, and I'm sure you got people out there that because the rap music right now is trash. So
Yeah,
we need somebody with some, they
right.
got that fire.
Hell yeah, bro. I even wrote a song recently. It's about calisthenics. It's all about
Yeah,
positivity. Calisthenics is dope. It's fire. Yup,
yeah.
I
And,
might drop that
and-
one day
and
on the channel.
one day when you doing a live and you doing like and you do like freestyle call-ins, I'm gonna call in and even bust a freestyle. Just giving you some ideas.
Yeah, I'm down. Man, I'm
Yeah.
down. I'm in. Yeah, let's keep getting that dough and the glow will forever show, you know?
All right, Jay. So it was a pleasure having you, and
Yeah, bro,
I
thanks a lot.
appreciate your time, brother.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man. It was my pleasure, man, to come on. You know, I had a lot of fun. It was cool. That 40 minutes went fast,
Yeah, man.
but
So
then
so
it went smooth. It was good.
have a good night, man. I
All right,
appreciate you.
brother.
All right.
You too,
All
bro.
right.
Talk to you
All right.
soon. All right.
Peace.
Peace.